Welcome to our house in High Point. We're going to walk in the side door, which is your entryway. You're immediately going to see what's in the porch. Some nice wrought iron. We're going to walk into the kitchen. And here's some Tupperware sitting on top of the washer and dryer. There's the washer and the dryer. Then we have some small appliances next to that. As I turn, you're going to see Pyrex and Jadeite. Cookware, Fire King on the stove, on the range. And some vintage pieces there. The Rada knives and some small appliances and tools. And then we have some vintage crystal in the pantry, in the shelf. And above the refrigerator, we'll end our tour of the kitchen with the roosters. As you come off the kitchen, we'll go into the eating kitchen area. Here you'll see the maple colonial dining room chairs, vintage stool there, the table, set of Mikasa Everyday, some cute little pieces here and there, some melamine if you're old enough to remember that, and then an old vintage utility table. And here are the rest of the chairs. I'll end on the handmade tea towel. As you pivot to the eating kitchen, you're going to go into the dining room. There's our table. It's a drop leaf gang table. It'll drop to about that width right there. It's filled with a set of china, vintage. And it is Japanese. Excuse me. Yeah, Japanese. Here are two of the chairs. This is a Henry-Don piece. On the wall is a Charles Adams print. There's a matching one on the other side. And then we pivot and you see the china cabinet that matches the table. We're going to go into the a little bit of what's on the table. This is an antique piece. If you know your iris bowl, and then some carnival glass. We'll end on the green glass, Vaseline. As you pivot from the dining room table, you see this beautiful long mid-century sofa from Young's in High Point. You see the Henry-Don pieces again, two end tables, Italian marble lamp, and there's a matching one there. And then you've got an octagonal shaped coffee table. It's filled with Christmas, a few little odds and ends. Then we'll pivot and see the mid-century modern chair. There's two slipper chairs, one and two. And then we have a curio cabinet here. And it's filled with some interesting pieces. Then over in the corner is our RCA Victor stereo. It does work. I think the phonograph needs a needle. And I'll turn it on and you can see. In the foyer, you've got a mid-century modern chair, a little demi-luminous table here, and then a beautiful Ridgeway clock. We're going to go into the first bedroom, which is our twins. We have white twin set, and then we have a bureau, the matching mirror. And as you turn, you're going to see the chest of drawers with a curio on top. Then we got some vintage dolls here, some handmade quilts here, and then some early 60s and 70s linens. And finally, I'm going to show you the table. Next bedroom. The next bedroom has been converted into a den, and so we're going to see handcrafted curio, another mid-century low sofa, and then a mid-century chest of drawers. And finally, a little mid-century, if not a little bit earlier, side chair. I'm going to finish with this cute little thing. As we go down the hallway, we're going to enter the den, which is right off of the kitchen. Here's another secretary. Little colonial table. Another sofa. Recliner. And matching mid-century chairs with the table. And I'm going to pivot and go towards the rocker, a child's chair, and then I'm going to end with sort of dark corner, but lots of vintage books. Next, we're going downstairs. As you come off the steps coming down to the basement, you're going to see another fireplace and some hidden treasures down here. Cast iron griddle, some vintage toys, vintage royal, and it's a whole set of Looney Tunes glasses, a bunch of them. I'm going to pivot. You're going to see the mid-century sofa, two of them, some side chairs, and another side chair here, and an antique chest that actually is filled with puppets. Next room. In the large game room, there's dominated by a ping pong table. There's a Singer sewing machine here, some vintage toys, a phonograph, some vintage office pieces, a modern stereo system, and some early Barbie Dreamhouse pieces. I'm going to turn and you'll see upright piano. We're going to the final room. Just off the game room is this bed with two side chairs. One of them is leather and handcrafted cedar chest. And one children's chair, old high chair, and a side chair. We're going to walk down the hallway. There's a screen here, some grab boxes of Christmas and some great linens, more Christmas, and then there's some free stuff down here. Just ask about it. Remember, we're in High Point. I'm going to end on the last piece downstairs, which is a beautiful freezer. Come on into focus. There we go. And then, of course, since Christmas is coming, let's get a shot of the vintage ornaments. Remember, we're in High Point. Go to our website or to statesales.net to find out the exact location announced Thursday morning at 9 a.m. See you here.